everybody and welcome back to another On The Table video, guys. So, what am I going to be showing you this time on The Table? Well, guys, I've got some cool new models to show you. But first, some progress. I decided that I would finally get on about it and start the base for my third Titan, my second Warhound. The second Warhound is pretty much done, as you guys saw in a previous video, but I had not started the base. I'm just going to try and lower it down here, because stuff is still drying. Because this will actually give you a little bit of an idea of how I do the basing for these large miniatures. As you can see, we've got his legs there. No shin guards. I don't want to get any of this Vallejo black lava on the shin guards. The Vallejo black lava is what I use for like a mud effect. Where's the... Oh, I'm just knocking the camera. Fucking brilliant. There we go. Ah! I've got a fucking Klingon. Fucking... It's clinging onto me somehow. Get the fuck off. Where's it gone? Jesus! I threw it up in the air and it disappeared. Where the fuck has it gone? It's just disappeared into the void. Anyway, I digress. Yeah, so, Vallejo Black Lava, I've shown it a few times before. It's this Vallejo earth texture. It's really, really good for mud and stuff like that. You can buy Vallejo mud effect. I just prefer this because I like the peaks that it forms when you kind of like whip it up. But yeah, it's fairly expensive, but this whole tub has lasted me like 2 years. And I've done a lot of like big models like this. So that's what it is, guys, if you fancy it. And it gives you these cool kind of muddy effects, such as this, what you see all on the bottom of this base. That's the wrong thing to undo. Yeah. So as you can see, it gives a really cool kind of muddy effect. Now, you might be wondering, Jojo, you might be thinking, Jojo Man, how come your Titan's got plastic bags on its toes? And that is because I don't want to ruin the paint job on the toes. Now, I know you might be thinking, well, hang on, it's not going to get weathered anyway. Yes, it is. However, this black lava stuff is an adhesive product as well, so like as you can see here, I've sunk stuff in, like these things are pretty much in there for good. And what I like doing, I like piling it where the toes are going to go, to look like where it's digging its toes in, it's like displacing lots of mud to give it a bit more like traction. So what I do, I dollop it all out near the toes, I cover the toes in like little plastic bags like this, like look, this is just cling film just rolled up, scrunched up over the top of the toes, and then I sink the feet in and I let it dry, and that way then I can remove the model. It doesn't remove the paint from the model comes free of the base, and it also means then that I just have to peel the plastic out of it, which is absolutely fine. And then I also have anchor points, I have like an impression, I have a keyed area where I know this Titan is going to sit, because where the toes swat, it'll form like a barrier around the toes. I can just slot it in and then it is on its base. It also means that I can put it on its base and I know exactly where to put the screw hole to drill up here when I attach a screw underneath it to hold it down permanently to the base itself. But yeah, so, and that's the way I kind of do it. I'll try and like spin it around. So as you can see, like the other Titans, I've gone for like this kind of like war-torn battlefield with, you know, lots of debris. You know, we've got bits from Orc vehicles, bits from old Imperial Guard vehicles, Rhino doors, barrels, all that kind of good stuff. The wooden areas are going to get sanded. Well, not sanded, sorry, they're going to have sand put on them. I use this fast-drying basing glue from Luke's APS. It's really good. It doesn't sink in too much, which reduces warping. Because I use a big wooden pizza board, if you get it too wet, what happens is that it warps. I think I described that in another video previously. Basically, it warps horribly, and it's really hard to put back to the way it was, nice and flat. So that reduces that as well. And then I just tip sand all over it, spray the whole, well, varnish it a couple of times, spray it a couple of times, varnish it again, and that'll lock everything in then, and that'll all be sound. So what I'm going to have as well is some kind of little diorama. I like having little dioramas on the base. As I said before, they add a little bit of extra something to the miniature, a little bit more of a narrative going on. And I've got this little bunker here. This is another one of the gates, although I have like doodled all over it when it's been on my desk over there. This is one of the gates for a Warhound shin guard, and I kind of sanded it down, added a load of battle damage and stuff, and then sunk that in there. We've got some of these. I think I'm going to paint these separately, that's why they're not stuck down. But I like making up little barricades and stuff. Probably going to have like another little Scutari in there with maybe a servitor or something. There's going to be something Admech-ish going on the actual base itself. It's going to look cool. Going to add the static grass, then add some skulls, and obviously paint it first, add the static grass and skulls, and then it's pretty much done. I can add it to the final collection, and then I can finally take a family photo with all the Titans and all the Knights all together. But I'm just going to move that out of the way for the time being. Hopefully I don't drop the legs. Oh, I gotta get it out of the way. Holding it in a really awkward position. Oh, there we go. And it's into its little hanger. One day I'll do a video on the actual little hangers for my my Titans. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is something really cool. Something that I picked up again during lockdown, but only really got around to doing. I really like the flappy boys that for the Engine War. Was it Engine War? Or Psychic Awakening, or was Engine War part of Psychic Awakening? I'm not too sure, but I really like them. However, I'm not really a fan of the models that much. I have found a much better substitute, and that is in these little squawky boys here. These little stabby, slicey, squawky boys. These are Ursarax. They are a variant on the Thalax automata from the Mechanicum, and they are absolutely awesome. They're super cool. I've got more up there, but I can't really get them down. They're a bit out of my reach. But anyway, I'll show you what these guys. I'll show you these guys so far. So these guys, I've basically just had colours blocked in, and then a wash applied to them. But I just wanted to show you them because they look super cool. They are big, kind of like jump infantry. They're really modular. Like, you can do a lot of poses with them, and a lot of like different get a different like positioning for pretty much every limb and every arm, and even the talons are all different as well. They come with either like these like lightning claw talons, or they come with like power fists. I wanted the claws because it goes with the claws on the Flappy Boys from Engine War, and also they have a chest weapon called a what's it called now? A Volkite incinerator. So that little thing in the chest there, that basically is a flamer. That's going to be really cool. You can even see the little Volkite batteries on the back there. So like here and here. It's going to be really cool, especially once I get some effects on there. They're really nice and really easy to block in the colours for as well. Doing it in sub-assembly really helped. Once these guys get another little dry brush and some grease and engine oil and some other little details and some whistles and bells, these guys will be ready for basing and they'll be ready for on the tabletop. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about these guys as substitutes for the big flappy Batwing guys from Engine War. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments in the doobly-doo down below. And whilst you're down there, why don't you check out the Instagram and stuff. I am a bit more active on there than the Facebook these days, but you guys will see if you go over there. I mean, it's really cool. There's also the social media stuff on there as well. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I don't think I've really got anything else to show you. I'm looking around. Anything else? Anything else to show? That's it. That's it so far. I need to go back to work and do some more stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. So, see you now, and goodbye.